Well, welcome back. We are baking all things British here on Miss Kim's British Bakes. As you well know by now, I'm baking my way through the Great British Baking Show Kitchen Classics Cookbook based on the last season of the Great British Baking Show, which I know by now you know that I'm obsessed with. And I'm staying in the biscuit cookie section. Okay. So this particular recipe is Prue's Custard Creams. There's your photo right there. And if you recall, this was a technical challenge on this past season. And they are delightful. I'm just going to tell you right now, I think it is a traditional British cookie that they have over there. So it requires a special cookie cutter, which you will see in the video when you watch it. So watch along. I think I made a rookie mistake. I'll tell you about it later. But anyway, just watch the video and see what you think. So I have gathered all my ingredients for the cream custards, and this recipe calls for custard powder. I had never really heard of custard powder, I don't think. Wasn't sure where to get it, but I got on Amazon, and I believe this is original British custard powder, so yay. So I'm just going to do your traditional mixing of cookies with your butter and sugar, and then, of course, putting in your wet ingredients, vanilla and eggs, and getting that all nice and smooth. And then I'm going to sift my dry ingredients, which include some of that custard powder. Normally I would be tapping the other side of it, but I'm doing this one-handed, so there you go. And as you can see, I am using my hand to mix in the dry ingredients instead of the mixer. And you're going to just mix it to, a good crumbly texture there, but it's very easily to press together. It's a very soft dough. So you want to mix that all together, roll it out to a smooth circle there. And because I doubled this recipe, I'm going to cut it in half and place each half in some saran wrap or cellophane and put it in the refrigerator to chill, because you definitely want to do that. And you're going to want to do that later, which I did not. That was my fail. But anyway, it's cooling in the fridge. And so to make this cookie, you have to have a special cookie cutter. And so I ordered these British biscuit cutters, again, off of Amazon. And I'm going to be able to use one of those other cutters in another cookie recipe in this book as well. But you can see there's the imprint, and you literally take the top and press it down firmly on your cookie dough. And I'm going to show you that in just a second. But you really want to make sure that you give it a good press to get that image onto your cookie dough. So I've cut out a few, and I'm going to show you what I'm doing. So I've rolled it out. You want to dip your cookie cutter in flour each time. You don't want it to stick. So give it a good press and pop that top down really firmly. And then when you pull it off, you should be able to see the image. And so you want to make sure that you're rolling out on some flour, because you don't want this to stick, and it sticks very easily. So I'm taking a little spatula or a knife or whatever and just kind of cutting it away and making sure that I don't destroy the image there on the cookie. So you just lift it up and put them on the bake sheet. So does anybody else's bake sheets look like mine? They've really been through it. So there's an image of, you can see kind of how thick the cookies are. I think this cookie needs to be a little thicker. This was my first bake. Ugh, wah, 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 not good at all. You can kind of see the images. Hopefully I'm not making you guys too sick flipping this camera around. I apologize. So anyway, I'm going to move on and make the crème au beurre, the buttercream. And so you're going to, of course, melt some sugar and water on the stove and bring this to a really high temperature, because we're going to mix this into our egg yolks to make this crème au beurre. And see there, you can see it's raging hot, very, very, very hot. So be careful when you're pouring this into your egg yolks. You're just going to mix this nice and slow and carefully pour that sugar syrup in there. You do not want to get burned by that. So while I was busy doing all of that, I was still baking, and this second batch came out fairly good. I can see the design there, and they're not perfectly square, but they're okay. So I was pretty happy with that. So I'm going to go back to my buttercream, and I've got this all nice and smooth with the sugar and the egg yolks. And then I'm going to take some more of that custard powder
and I'm going to sift that in to that mixture and mix that once again till it's all incorporated, and then the yummy butter starts to go in. So you're going to take little pieces of butter at a time, throw it in there, mix each one till it gets nice and smooth. You don't want to have lumps of butter. And you're going to have a nice, creamy, beautiful buttercream to sandwich those cookies together. And I'm telling you guys, this is so smooth and so yummy and so decadent. So I got all excited about that. My next bake, which were my prettiest ones, I burnt them. Oh, made me so mad. But look how good the indentations came. Oh. So anyway, I'm going to fill them up with my buttercream. Just put some around the edges and sandwich one on top of each other. You're going to want the design to be on both sides. So guys, I messed up with a rookie mistake. I did not chill my cookies in between. Once I cut them out, you're supposed to chill them again, and I think that's why the design is not holding as well, and they're kind of splodging out like that. So, so mad at myself. But anyway, that's what I think happened. But anyway, there's their picture in the book. Here's mine. So pretty good. I thought they turned out okay. The people that I gave them to said they were delicious, and they were. That filling is it's amazing. So get your cookie cutter and make these custard creams. Okay, so there you go. You saw my fails. You saw what I did. My rookie mistake, not chilling the dough after I cut it. That is like cookie baking 101. I think I was in a hurry. I just wanted to get them done. I knew they were going to be delicious, and I was kind of on a time crunch. So do any of these recipes when you have the time to dedicate yourself to them. So that was my rookie mistake. I did go ahead and double this recipe because I wanted to make more, and so that's why my ingredients look a bit larger. This recipe is on the Great British Baking Show website, so you can see the whole recipe there and make it. And really, like I said, just make that impression very hard when you're stamping out the cookie. Chill the dough, because the ones that were the best, I burned them. So anyway, the creme au beurre buttercream is so smooth and creamy in this recipe, you guys. It is just melt in the mouth delicious. My buttercream was very yellow because I used my chicken's eggs yolks, and so they're very bright and orangey, so it made my frosting or buttercream very bright and yellow looking instead of white like theirs is. But anyway, make these custard creams. I think you're gonna love them. So yeah. All right, so I'll see you next time.